All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Damien Lock and Mitchell Leek ahead of their bout on the 29th of April live at the Melbourne Pavilion or streaming live on Gameface. These two gentlemen are going to be fighting for the Victorian Silver Super Middleweight title. It's a really exciting matchup. I think both of you bring a big fan base to the crowd, so it's going to be a great atmosphere in the arena on the night. Mitch, I want to start with you because this is you're 6-0, you're undefeated. Now you're fighting for your first title. Does it feel like the stakes keep rising for you, or is it feeling a bit more just like any other fight, or is there feeling like there's an extra little something in this?
Oh, look, at the end of the day, going to every fight trying to win. I think it's one of them things. Yeah, the stakes are right. It's something definitely a bit more excited. It helps you wake up and get to the gym a lot easier. But apart from all the same thing. We're going there to win, and we're going there to put on a performance and put on a show. So, as far as it goes for me, it's the same day. It's another fight and a bit more excitement to it.
Beautiful. I mean, it's I've seen both of you fight, and Damien. I wanted to talk to you because you're an all-action fighter. This is going to be an all-action fight. I saw your last fight at the Melbourne Pavilion in 2021 against Darcy Boland, and it was a great fight. It was really, really competitive and just all action all the way through from end to end. Is that something that you pride yourself on bringing to fights? Are you trying to be all action in there, or is it more depending on your opponent? And if so, are you expecting something similar with Mitch?
Yeah, just go in there and try and have some fun, and obviously try and entertain the crowd. Everyone comes along to see a good fight, so you just want to try and bring a good fight. Obviously, Mitch is a good young fighter and up-and-coming fighter, so I'm expecting a really tough fight, which most fights are in the pro ranks. They're all pretty hard, so I'm just looking forward to getting in there and having another crack at it.
It's something we're really looking forward to seeing, and you mentioned Mitch is he is an up and coming fighter. There's a fair bit of hype around him in the Australian boxing community. One of the big reasons for that is his power that he has in both hands. Is that something that you've been very aware of in your training camp, or has it not really affected how you prepared for this fight?
Yeah, like I said before, I think all guys. Pretty much all guys in the pro ranks, when you've got the little gloves on, they're all got strong power and good punches. So, you've got to be aware of everyone every time you step through there. But like I said before, Mitch is a good young fighter, and I'm expecting a very tough fight.
Now, Mitch, for you, it has been a hot second since we've seen you in the ring, maybe a bit more than 6 months. About that, would that be about right?
Mate, that'd be about it.
How has this training camp felt for you? Have you been working on something new, or I know you work very closely with Ty Muir over at Team Alice and Nigel Snart. They're great trainers. I just wanted to know what you've sort of been working on, especially for this fight, and just in your progression in general.
I think sort of like after every fight, you're looking to evolve a bit more and improve and keep on improving. It's one of those things where this fight, we've got to go 6 rounds. It's not 4, so it's more pacing yourself. It's coming forward and just it's looking at biding my time a bit more, and I can't just go sort of hammer and tong the whole time. Sometimes I can get in there and it's a 4-round war like I had with Leicester or with French, and you're sort of swinging the whole time. And at the end of the 4 rounds, you're on Christ, I'm pretty knackered now, but now it's sort of picking the pace up a bit, so sort of being a bit smarter in there, and yeah, I think more so than anything after all my other fights, just getting smarter and sort of learning to work where I got to work and getting my rest where I got to get my rest. So just becoming a more complete fighter each fight, being the main thing this camp.
And when it comes to someone like Damien, who really isn't afraid to get in the pocket and exchange, is that something that excites you as a fighter? Is that those kind of exchanges and that kind of really crowd pleasing style of boxing, is that something that gets you excited in your camp, or is that something you want to shut down in there on the night?
Oh, look, it's something I love. I'd rather someone that come in there and have a crack and hit me with everything they've got than someone that's going to take a back step and keep running from me. It's something that makes it exciting for the crowd, and I know when you're in there and the crowd's going mad, it gives you goosebumps. And when you're down and out, sometimes in some of them later rounds, you're going to be tired. It can give you a second wind and you can really get going. So it's something I'm looking forward to, and look, hopefully it ends up in a big fight and a hard fight, and really looking forward to it.
Yeah, as are we. Damien, Mitch touched on before, it's his first 6-round fight. It's his first title fight. He's still young in his career. He hasn't been doing this as long as you have. Are you taking a bit of extra confidence going into this fight from those things? And how do you think that those things are going to work to your advantage on the night?
Not really. I think everyone's got their own advantages in different ways. Like Mitch has obviously got youth on his side, and I've probably had a handful more fights, but I don't think it really matters. At the end of the day, you're both getting in there, and it's just a punch up. So anything can happen on the night. So I'm expecting a great hard fight, and really looking forward to a big crowd and getting the buzz of fight night again.
A couple of very tough chins. For either of you that want to answer, do you see this fight going all the way? Because I know there's going to be, without a doubt, there's going to be a lot of exchanges, there's going to be a lot of action, but you've both got a lot of durability that we've seen in the ring. Do you see this going all the way, or do you see it being stopped?
Who was that to me, sorry?
For either of you.
Look, I'm expecting the full 6 rounds myself, so I'm expecting a good hard 6 rounds, which I'm really looking forward to. It's a great buzz getting in there, and I'm looking forward to sharing the ring with young Mitch.
And you, Mitch?
I think for me personally, look, I'm going there and expecting to get 6 rounds. Look, where I don't think any fighter goes in there thinking you're going to knock someone out. It's one of those things, you go in there, and if it comes, it comes. It doesn't, it doesn't. I know it's going to be a hard fight. I know he brings a hard challenge for me, so it's a big step up for me. It's one of the things. Damien's been in there a few more times than me, and he's fought some very credible opponents. So I think it's going to be a hard fight, and I'm expecting 6 rounds. And if it comes, it comes. It doesn't, it doesn't. It's going to be a great fight, I think, for the night.
Not only are you both fighting for the Victorian silver super middleweight title, but you're both very proud country boys. Damo, you're from Bendigo, and Mitchy, you're from Nanagoon, I believe. Both very proud Victorian country towns. Are you feeling more pressure from the battle of those country towns, or are you feeling a bit more pressure from the idea of the belt?
Not really feeling any pressure from the towns at all. Certainly get a lot of support up home here, and I'm pretty sure I'll have a good number of crew coming down for the night, which you always have a big night with some good loyal mates and whatnot. So it should be a good buzz. I know Mitch brings a big crowd with his country crew, so it should be a good night. A lot of piss being drank, I'd imagine.
and you, Mitchy, same.
Yeah,
same
I think it's much the same time from the country. I think everyone, a couple of country boys getting in and having a scrap. So it's gonna be a bit of fun. All my crew, I know gonna be hitting the drinks pretty hard. They always do, and it's gonna be a pretty loud and vocal night, I'd say, from the sidelines.
Well, we're really looking forward to the action inside the ring and the atmosphere outside of it. It's going to be a fantastic night on April 29th. Damien Lock, Mitch Leek fighting for the silver super middleweight Victorian title. We're really looking forward to seeing you boys get in there, and thank you for being part of this great fight. And we look forward to watching you on the 29th, either live in the arena or on Game Face. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. I appreciate your time.
Thanks, boys. I'll see you on the night. Cheers.
See you there, Damo.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, Mitchy.